Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we are going to discuss a very important topic. It's regarding secret. Like there is so much confusion about secrets, like how to secret, keep, encrypt the file. Somebody maybe commit the secret to the repository, and they say like it's very alarmful. But yeah, like sometimes we really need the secret to be pushing to the repository, so we can keep the track of secret. Like we cannot keep the secret all the time on the machine. It sometimes it become pretty much difficult. So what we can do, like it's very dangerous to put the secret in the plain text in the Git repository. The best idea is you need to encrypt the secret, and after the encrypting the secret, just you can feel free to push the secret to the Git repository, but make sure never put the key like the key which you use to encrypt the file. Always keep the key to the safe location to decrypt that file. And if somebody clone your rep or something, you're gonna get the encrypted file. He can't decrypt the file without that key. So there are two pretty interesting tools. One is called SOPS. It's called Secret Operation, and this tool is used to encrypting the file. It supports for now like YAML, JSON, ENV, INI, binary. So pretty much any kind of file this tool supports, and you can use this tool to encrypt the file, and it will definitely gonna make your life so much easy. So number one, we will be using this tool. Like it's pretty simple to install this tool. All you need to do, just go to the release pages, and you're gonna see different version of the releases. Since I'm using the Ubuntu WSL on my Windows, so I will be maybe using this package. You can simply go copy this package, go to your machine, and you can simply say okay, git clone, and download this. Once it is downloaded, totally based upon your internet speed, you can simply use d package to install that. So let's suppose it's downloaded, so you can use like d package uh, you know uh, dash I and install this Debian file. I already done this. So once you're gonna do this, you can simply say SOP version, and it's gonna show you the version which SOPs SOPs version, and it's going to show you the latest version. So this is pretty much done. So that's the one thing. Once you're done with this, you can simply go ahead and remove this from your machine. The second tool which you're going to use today with SOPs is called AGE. I know like it sounds like a AGE, but the author of this tool call it AGE. So this tool is used to create some encryption key, because like the SOAP is there to encrypt the file, but to encrypt the file you need some kind of the key. So we're gonna use Age. I will show you like we can use maybe if you're using you can use AWS KMS key, you can use maybe Azure Key Vault, maybe GCP key keys you can use to encrypt that. But for this tutorial I'm using the open source. I'm using Age to create the encryption key for us. So simply for that, just go to the release page. Different releases are available. Just copy this on your machine. Once you're downloaded on your machine, just untar and move it to user local and bin to this folder. Just move the package to this, and Age will be there. And you can simply check Age with Age version. So you can see Age 1.1.1 is installed on my machine. That's pretty much it. Uh, so I have these two tools. One is SOPS, the other is Age. Now we are ready to encrypt our file. So before encrypting the file, I need to create the encryption key, because as I told you, SOAP need the encryption key to encrypt the file. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna use Age, and if you simply go to Age, this it's there like Age keygen, and then you can use the free. So I can simply say okay, Age keygen open. Maybe let's create the temp key. So that's it. So it's only showing you the public key, because the private key is kind of secret. It never output the private key. But since this is just tutorial, I will show you the private key as well. So you can see this one. So this is the fingerprint of the public key, and that's the fingerprint of the private key Age has created for me. So once you created the Age, what you can do, you can simply maybe just copy this temp.key to maybe some of your maybe home directory. Just create the soap folder and put the file here. And once you are done, what you need to do, the last thing, just make the entry in your shell. So since I'm using the Z shell, so I will go to the Z RC. If you're using the bash shell, so you will go to the bash RC and create the entry. So let me quickly show you. So if I go to there, and you can see the last entry. So I give the path like the key I'm using is key.txt, and I have put the keys in the soap folder which is in the home directory, and I created the variable. It's called soap edge key file. That's pretty much it. I will be using this to encrypt the file. So in this directory I have, let me just clear the temp file, I don't need it, to just clear the confusion. I only have one file here, and that's called secret. Like in Kubernetes we normally deal with the secret, like it's pretty simple file. You can see the API version kind is secret, then we have some metadata, like it's maybe dev database secrets, we have a username of database, and we have a password. Pretty critical file. I cannot commit this to the repo, so I need to first encrypt the file. So there is one simply command in the sops. So you can call sops, okay, sop encrypt my file. Okay, this command initially looks pretty scary, but I will explain this to you. So I'm saying sops encrypt my file. I'm using AGE, and what you can do, either you can just copy the fingerprint of the public key which we created earlier, or you can just use the variable. Okay, go to this variable which we created in the zish rc, get the public key. Okay, then the argue will be using the public key from this particular file, and then you can see, okay, what we need to encrypt. I'm using the regex. I said like only encrypt whatever inside the data is, because I don't want to encrypt this thing, because if I encrypt the whole file it will be much difficulty for me. I cannot tell in the future like which file is this, because everything will be encrypted. So I'm saying again using the regex expression, just go to the data and encrypt whatever the string data is after the data in this file. And I'm saying that, okay, in this place, in place is this secret.yml which is placed here. So that's pretty much the command says, and I'm going to enter. That's pretty much it. What I did, I have encrypted the file. If you want to show the file, so you can simply go and secret.yml, and there you see. So first, API version v1, it didn't encrypted this kind secret metadata, so it didn't encrypted this three. But we says, okay, encrypt everything after the data. So after the data, you can see there is a username. It has encrypted the username. Now no one can tell that the username was root. Password, it has encrypted the password. Like the password is like super secret, and you cannot like decrypt the password using this. It is using its own, like it is using the algorithm. Then that's the data, that's initialization vector, and the tag it's using, and the type is a string. So it's using its own terminology just to encrypt the file. And you can see like what are the the encryption keys are. Like either you can use the KMS, maybe you can use GCP KMS, you can use Azure Key Vault, you can use HashiCorp Vault, like whatever you have. I'm using AGE, so it's using, okay, you use the AGE, and there was the key which you used to encrypt this file. So that's pretty much it. Like I have encrypted my file. Now I'm pretty much safe. I can push this file to my repo, and nobody will decrypt this file. But just be remember, this file is very crucial. The file which we created, like if I show you this file, uh, this okay, I think I made a one mistake. This file, it's very critical. Okay, I'm showing you the public key. Let me quickly clear it. So you do never need to expose this file. Like it's very critical file. Now I want to decrypt the file. Like since the file is there, secret.yml, I cannot see anything, and I want to retrieve the data. What was the data inside? Pretty simple. Again, I'm going to run the same command. What you're gonna do in this command, just simply, instead of encrypt, just type decrypt. Okay, so instead of encrypt, I'm saying, okay, decrypt the file, and the file is still secret.yml, and I'm saying decrypt everything which comes after data, and there we go. It says, okay, decrypted. Let's see whether it did or not. So I'm using secret, and there we go. You can see that was my root, was the username, and the password was super password. So that's is simple. It is. You can decrypt or encrypt the file. That's much simple, and push the file to your Git repository. Now let's see some other file. Maybe like let me create some .env file, and let's put something in the .env file. Let's say images nginx, maybe or let's say foo equal to bar. Okay, and first name equal to, let me give you my name. Very simple. So this is the env file, and let me see if we can use the same command to encrypt this file. So I'm using the soap, and like in this command, I'm, instead of decrypt, I will use encrypt. And since like there is no data, and so I have to remove this regex part. So what I will do, I will just go this and just get rid of this regex part. So I'm saying, okay, so encrypt the file using the AGE public key, and whatever place not inside the secret, inside the .env, this, and there we go. Now if I open the .env file, see, so image, it is encrypted, whatever what is inside the image. Foo, it is encrypted. First name, it is encrypted my name. and then it's using its own metadata, to remember like what has been done. Now I'm pretty safe, like .env file is pretty safe. I can push, commit this to my central repo, and I can retrieve the file later. So again, like if you want to decrypt the file, simply just run the same command, and instead of the encrypt, you just need to run the decrypt, and it will decrypt the file. If you don't believe me, let's see. There you go. So image, foo, and my name, that's pretty much it. This simple the tool it is, and it becomes more powerful when you use, maybe AWS KMS key or GCP key, so you can just encrypt the file on the fly. Like before applying to the Kubernetes, you can decrypt the file and you can encrypt the file when pushing the code to your central repo. I hope you like this video. If you like, please press the like button and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you and see you in the next video.